Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be joining us from, and whatever the time may be at your end. Want to specially welcome you on our call tonight. This is our Super Saturday event. Every Saturday at 7 p.m., we look forward to a beautiful moment like this. So this evening, we have a special guest on the call already, and we are so excited about what is about to unfold. But before they come on the stage to share with you from their experience, I want to bring on the call somebody who has been a blessing to us. We call him our God-sent mentor. I met him 2014. I didn't see him again, but we've been communicating, we've been doing business until December 2019 that I got to see him after years. And it felt like we've lived in the same house, we've done things together physically and all that. So that's the power of being connected with somebody that you share stuffs together. So this night, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to present the opportunity to you before bringing on our guests to share with you. So I'll encourage you to stay with us to the end of the session. Mr. Brian Louis will be the one to take the presentation. And Mr. Brian Louis is that great mentor I talk about, our God-sent mentor. He has 8 years experience in the industry. He has built other strong businesses outside of this industry. He is a writer. Mr. Brian Louis has helped people globally to attain success. In the first company, when he started, he attained the rank of Diamond Ambassador in just 18 months. And he made over $100,000 as a then. And while he continued to grow the business, he earned multiple six figures. Mr. Brian Louis has not only been successful with the industry, but he has a vast knowledge in other aspects, including leadership. And ladies and gentlemen, he will be sharing with us from the wealth of experience. He has helped a lot of companies to set up their marketing plan, draw slides, build their sites, and currently here at IMMERI, he's doing amazing things with us. He was here last year. He trained distributors in Nigeria, Ghana, and he's still doing more. And to me, he has been a blessing to my life. He has been a blessing to people in my team and IMMERI as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, you'll be hearing from this sound leader, this wonderful mentor, this servant leader. He said, Talatu, when you focus on other people's success, yours come in as a byproduct. And since then, I have seen that when you build the people, you build the system automatically. So ladies and gentlemen, stay with us as I bring him on the call to share the opportunity. And towards the end, we'll have this special guest to share their stories as well. Thank you very much. Welcome, sir.
Wow, thank you so much, Ms. Talatu. Always, always, always an honor and a privilege hearing you open our call. You know, it's just so awesome and so amazing. I get to do this business with one of my bestest friends in the entire world. I thank you, Mr. Latubai, for introducing me to IMMERI. Thank you so much for including me in this family. I'm so grateful to you and to my great friend, Mr. Akin Barreto, for introducing me to our amazing company and now being able to expose and bring this to so many other people in Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa, and all around the world. I want to thank you so much for opening our call. And don't go too far because, ladies and gentlemen, you will be hearing from Mr. Latubai as she brings you what it means to own this business. So good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all of our members and our guests, especially to our Super Saturday presentation. We call this our Super Saturday seminar. This is where you get an opportunity to see the business, understand our company, our amazing products, the market potential, as well as hear the stories. You know, I had a mentor who used to say, you know what, Brian, in terms of this business, facts tell, but the stories sell the business. You see, it's our experiences. As you can tell from Mr. Latubai and myself, we're very excited about IMMERI. That in itself should tell you something. We're not bringing you into a dead, stagnant, me too, everyday type of business. We're bringing you into an environment that is very, very, very exciting, an environment that allows us to build our dreams. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn off my camera so that you can focus on the presentation. You'll be able to focus on my voice and the slides that you're seeing. I urge you to take pen and a piece of paper. You might want to write down a few notes. You might want to make a few notes so that when you get back to the person that invited you to this presentation, you'll be able to now ask them the relevant questions. So I'm turning off my camera so that we can proceed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome to our presentation, our Super Saturday seminar. So as I would always say, there are so many reasons that people want to start a business, and many reasons. Some people want to spend more time with their family. Others just want to increase their income. They want more money. Some are looking for disposable income that allows them to donate more to their favorite charity. You know, I often say, what is your why? What is your reason for building a business? You see, whatever the reason, when you discover your why, we have the way. And that way is IMMERI. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this IMMERI experience. You see, here at IMMERI, we have a mission to bring happiness to ourselves and our family. It's not just about money. We do this with healthy products. You see, you have to feel well in order to be well. We also have a financial rewards package that allows financial freedom. We also focus here on continuous growth and development. And our amazing company, through the IMMERI Faith Foundation, gives back to society 0.25% of all of the money that our company makes goes right back to that foundation. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we believe here that sharing is rewarding. We know that it is more blessed to give than to take. We also believe that success breeds success. So just as Mr. Latubwai indicated here, we focus on other people's success, not just ours. You see, once you're doing this business well, you are now focused on the other people, not just about being number one, the one in the spotlight, the one on the headlights. It's not going to be about you. It's going to be about the other people to come. So we know that it's a matter of helping others to succeed. You know, I was sharing with Mr. Latubwai, I can't wait for the day when we have other members doing this call. You see, here we believe that development is key for success. And coming out of that mindset, we have here filial piety. We treat everyone with respect, love, and caring. You see, this philosophy combined with a spirit of freedom, integrity, vision, opportunity, and success, this forms the foundation of our company's amazing, amazing success. So let me share with you our board of directors. First up, we have Mr. Lau Chung Guan, our chairman and CEO. He's an attorney by profession. He's been in the direct selling industry since 1994, more than 25 years of experience. He's been appointed at top level management positions in a number of countries, in different countries in our industry. He's a leader with expertise in operational management, strategy, planning, financial management, just to name a few. We also have supporting him our Group Senior Executive Vice President and President for Southeast Asia, Mr. Tan Kam Fu. And so Mr. Tan Kam Fu has a master's degree in business administration. He's been involved in this direct selling industry for more than 30 years. His expertise is in planning, development, implementation, etc. So he is the market developer, we call him. So he develops new markets and lays out plans for markets in which we are yet to conquer. They are both supported by Mr. Yap Wai Yen, our Group Executive Vice President and President of the Middle East and Africa region. So it's thanks to Mr. Yap Wai Yen that we have this thriving business in Africa. Mr. Yap Wai Yen is also an attorney by profession. He's been in this industry since 2002, specializing also in market development. He has successfully brought direct selling companies to over 30 countries worldwide. So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, at the very, very top, at our board of directors level, we have leadership that's strong and very integrous. So let's talk about our footprint. You see, we are an international company. IMMERI first started operations in China in 2016, then expanded into Malaysia, then onto Taiwan, then Ghana being the gateway to Africa, then onto the Philippines, Brunei, then Nigeria, and onto Egypt in 2019. And if you look at the map that I'm showing you on the screen, you will see there shaded South Africa. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we call this the perfect triangle because we would have our distribution centers out of Egypt for that market. We have distribution centers down in Nigeria and Ghana for those markets, and South Africa. So you see there we're able to cover all of Africa. What are we saying? We are saying that we are built to last. Join us as we continue our global expansion in 2020 and beyond. So in just the last 4 years, IMMERI has already done $280 million US in sales. We have a strong, strong business. Our company also boasts of a membership of over 600,000 members worldwide, with a 38% retention rate, meaning that there are 38% of the people that are actively involved in doing business. In this industry, it's generally between 10 to 12%. Our company has also given away over 2,800 vacation reward packages and has given out over 650 brand new cars, including 3 in Africa. And I'll share those gentlemen with you in a minute. Our company has also awarded 2 people keys to their brand new penthouse in Malaysia through our house reward at Diamond. So I'm going to break this presentation into 3 parts. We're going to talk about the opportunity, we're going to talk about the compensation plan, and Mr. Latubois is going to join us and talk about business ownership. So let's talk about the opportunity. You see, I always say that the opportunity, your decision to be a part of IMMERI is really as easy as 1, 2, 3. Number 1, the timing and positioning. We have only just begun in Africa. We only have, out of the millions of people in Africa, we have only 7,000 members in Nigeria and 5,000 members in Ghana. What does that tell you? It says most of the market is yet to come. Secondly, it's the trend that's taking place right now. Most people want to have their own business. They are looking for business opportunities. They're realizing now that the job is not what it used to be, not as stable as it used to be. And number 3, the market potential. We are in the health and wellness sector. That is a $4.5 trillion industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a product commitment. We only produce products that we ourselves will use. We produce products in good conscience. We also, as far as possible, use only green and natural raw materials, meaning that our products are safe. And we produce products with the highest level of quality, made with craftsmanship. And so these are our flagship products. These are our main products, our entry products into Africa. Our flagship is Vagine. Vagine maintains and improves the health of a woman's intimate area, her vagina. It balances good bacteria and bad bacteria. In addition, Vagine helps the vagina to regain its immune system and increase its defensive power. And in a minute, I'll share with you why this is our flagship product as we move now in Africa. Our second product offering is Vitide. Vitide is soluble in water, and Vitide contains peptides from soy protein extract and provides the essential peptides and nutrients for vitality and strength. Peptides are food for your cells. And Advel, also soluble in water. The digestive enzymes in Advel enhances the function of foods we eat, making them easier to absorb and boost efficacy, thereby helping to increase metabolism and strengthen our immune functions. So these are our 3 products, our entry products into the market in Nigeria, Ghana, and Egypt. So let's identify why Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't aware, Africa is the 2nd largest continent in the entire world, the 2nd most populous continent. Sorry about that. It's the 2nd most populous continent. 30.1 million people in Ghana and 202.2 million people in Nigeria. 49.1% being female in Ghana and 49.4% being female in Nigeria. Why is that important to us? You see, it is important because of a major issue affecting women in Africa. A very high percentage of women in Africa are infected with what we call bacterial vaginosis. 1 in every 3 women. And as I said earlier, bacterial vaginosis occurs when the bad bacteria outnumbers the good bacteria in a woman's intimate area. And so it's not a matter of poor hygiene, nor is it a sexually transmitted infection. It can only be treated really with the right diagnosis, and it can occur even if you've never had intercourse. So what causes BV? It's the habitual use of anything that changes a woman's vaginal pH balance. You see, using these agents such as disinfectants, some traditional medicines, some herbs, antibiotics, vaginal washing and douching, vaginal deodorants, all of these things can alter the bacterial levels and lead to bacterial vaginosis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a major problem in Africa. 25% of the women in Ghana and 14.2% of the women in Nigeria are confirmed to be infected with bacterial vaginosis. It's a major problem. This causes a foul-smelling discharge, vaginal itching, gray, white, or greenish discharge. We have the solution from our IMMERI product line, Vagine. Vagine protects, it enhances the friendly bacteria in a woman's intimate area and inhibits the bad bacteria. It reduces infection and enhances self-cleansing and defense. Vagine moisturizes and tightens. It repairs the cells, nourishes the ovaries, and restores the elasticity again in a woman's intimate area. Thereby, it improves sex life. It gives a fresh aroma thanks to the ylang ylang oil, an essential oil that is a scent that is unduplicable, I've learned. And it enhances pheromone excretion. In effect, Vagine helps women to regain their confidence. Here's another challenge we have in Africa. According to the World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, the #1 cause of death globally is heart disease. In Ghana, it's the 4th highest cause of death. In South Africa, diabetes is the 2nd highest cause of death. And in Nigeria, 29% of 200 million people are infected and infected by diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the lifestyle solution, our amazing Vitide and Advel. First, Vitide. Vitide is vitality with peptides. And as I said earlier, peptides are food for your cells. It contains soy micromolecule peptides. It helps to increase immunity. It's called the golden essence for life. Vitide also protects the cells through your entire body. It slows down aging, regulates blood pressure, restores skin and muscle elasticity, strengthens muscles, eliminates fatigue, and also helps in weight loss. And our amazing Advel is called the Addition to Wellness, containing plant-based enzymes. Our Advel helps to break down the food we eat more efficiently. It speeds up the chemical reactions in our digestion and thereby improves intestinal health. It cleans the gut, is an anti-inflammatory up to 41%, prevents blood clots, prevents cancer, increases metabolism, increases the absorption of the foods we eat, and also helps in weight loss. So ladies and gentlemen, these are our amazing products that we brought to Africa, but it doesn't stop there. We have 5 product lines. Vagine comes from our IMMERI Intimate Care product line. Advel and Vitide comes from our Health and Functional Food line from IMMERI+. We also have IMMERBELL, our skin and personal care line, IMMERHOME, our kitchenware and home product line, and IMMERLIKE, our lifestyle food and beverage product line. So we have many products to come. Soon to come, we have Hushme, the most complete skincare set, and Orfair, cotton soft, ultra thin sanitary napkins. So ladies and gentlemen, what am I saying? I am saying that imagine getting paid every time someone focuses on their health or the health of their loved ones. Now with IMMERI, you no longer need to imagine. IMMERI offers the power of choice and represents another way you can help people with products they already need and want. And so now let's turn the page. Let's talk about the compensation plan, because I can hear many of our guests saying, wow, these products are amazing. I see where we have the market potential, but what's in it for me? Why should I do this as a business? The reason is because here at IMMERI, we get paid in up to 12 different ways when you share the IMMERI product line and income opportunity. Notice that I said share, not sell. You see, I brought people into IMMERI, and the first thing they ask me is, what do I have to sell? And I tell them immediately, it's not about selling, it's about sharing. You sincerely share the business opportunity, our products, people will make their own decision. This is the #1 lesson that I've taught every single person that has said yes to me, to IMMERI. Here, we share, and as a result of our sharing, sales are generated and new business partners join us in our journey. So this is how we get paid in terms of retail. In IMMERI, we earn 30 to 50% discount on repurchases. This helps to boost our retail business, allowing us to have even deeper retail profits. Let me show you what I mean. And thanks to our members who are here from Ghana as well as Nigeria, I will be doing this compensation plan in both Nigerian Naira, Ghana cedis, as well as in US dollars. And so in this retail case study, let's say you made a decision and got started at what we call the agency package. It's a package that I chose to get started at. It's a business investment of 295,930 Naira. In exchange for your money, you would get 20 boxes of vagine as an example at a member price of 14,797 Naira. We retail vagine at 20,124 Naira per box. That's a sales return of 5,327 Naira per box. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a total retail profit of 106,540 Naira, 36% margin. Not bad at all. So in terms of Ghana cedis, the agency is 3,925 Ghana cedis. That gives you 20 boxes of vagine as an example at a member price of 196 Ghana cedis. We retail vagine at 267 cedis, with giving you a sales return of 71 cedis per box, with a total retail profit of 1,420 Ghana cedis. And in US dollars, 805 US dollars at agency for our 20 boxes of vagine, and a member price of 40 US dollars, retailing at $55 with a sales return of 15 US dollars, 300 US dollars in profit. But take a look at what happens when it comes to repurchases. You see, ladies and gentlemen, because you made a decision to get started at agency, you are now entitled to a 30% discount on your repurchases. So let's say you sold all of your vagine and you're now restocking with 295,930 Naira. This would have come back to you from your original capital outlay. That now gives you 28 boxes of vagine, not 20 as in your original purchase. Now at a member price of 10,569 Naira. We retail the product still at 20,124 Naira, giving us a sales return of 9,555 Naira per box. That's 267,540 Naira in profit. 90% profit margin. Amazing. In terms of Ghana cedis, again, that's a 3,925 Ghana cedis reinvestment and repurchases, giving you your 28 boxes of vagine at a member price of 140 cedis, retailing at 267 with a retail profit of 127 per box, a total of 3,556 Ghana cedis, 90%. And in US dollars, 805 US dollars for our 28 boxes as opposed to 20. Member price going down from 40 US dollars now to $28, retailing at 55, giving us a sales return of $27 per box for a total of $756 in profit for your 805 US dollar investment, 90%. So ladies and gentlemen, you can build here a very strong retail business. But in terms of building a network, and as I always say, one of my former mentors would say, Brian, in this business and in business in general, your network is your net worth. Here, we earn direct and indirect sponsor bonuses when people join us in IMMERI. Let me share with you what that looks like. So let's say in this example, you are the person at the top. So you have made your decision, you've gotten started in IMMERI, and here now you sponsor me. You brought in Brian Louis, so I am now on your first level. You see, when I make a decision to get started at either agency or classic or even wholesale, you earn a commission. If I get started at either classic or agency, you earn 5% of my starter package. And let's say I went out and I now invited Austin. When Austin gets started with his agency pack, guess what? You still earn a commission. You earn 5% of Austin's starter pack. Even though you have no idea who Austin is, you earn on that second level. So let me show you in terms of money. In terms of money, when you sign someone up at agency or they sign someone else up at agency, you will earn 14,796 Naira. Or if they get started at what we call classic, you will earn 2,960 Naira. In Ghana cedis, someone making a decision to get started at agency, you will earn 196 cedis. If they get started at agency, and if they get started at classic, you will earn 39 Ghana cedis. And in US dollars, 40 US dollars for a decision at agency and $8 at a decision of classic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you the very, very exciting part of our team bonus. And I'm so excited to share the actual example. We had an amazing example that happened this week. Just in this week, we had the most perfect execution of the way that this board-breaking team bonus works. So I encourage you, pay close attention to what I'm about to share. You see, the way that our board-breaking system works is in 3 very, very easy steps. Step number 1, when you join, you get on a board where everyone works together recruiting until the board gets full. So this is an example of what the board looks like. You see here on the upper level, we have existing members. These are people that have already made their decision before you to get started at IMMERI. And on the lower level, we have members that we are positioned here for members that are yet to come. So in our example, let's say this second person here, Beverly. Let's say Beverly made a decision, got started, and invited 4 people into IMMERI. Those 4 people, Harry, you, Jack, and Kim, notice that they take the first 4 places on the lower level of the board. Then let's say Earl made a decision and invited Lisa. You see, Lisa now takes the position next to Kim, going from left to right. And then when you invite 3 people, you've invited Max, Neil, and Oliver. That's it. This board is now full. No more people can actually come and take any more places. The board gets full. Step number 2, the system takes over. The system now identifies the 2 people with the highest number of recruits, the highest number of people that they have brought into IMMERI. We also call those qualifications, and they become what we call the elite, like the chairman of the board. So why should you want to become elite? Quite frankly, the person in the elite position makes the most money as the board gets full, and it prepares them for the next level. So in our example, remember we had Beverly bringing in 4 people and you brought in 3 people. You both are the board leaders. So when the board gets full, the system now breaks the board in 2. It promotes Beverly to the elite position on her board, and it promotes you to the elite position on your new board. Ladies and gentlemen, as an elite, when your new board gets full, you rank advance automatically. And here the magic is to get a minimum of 3 leaders to secure your elite position. And again, I'm going to share with you in a minute, and I'm going to ask them to come on and just say one word, how they feel. I'm going to share with you 2 people that did the most perfect execution of board breaking that I have been able to see so far. This we have to duplicate. So let me show you the money. How are you paid on the board as an elite? So here now, as an elite, you see here, as you are in the elite position, you will earn 57,960 Naira immediately. You will also earn 11,520 Naira for each person that comes on the board in position 1 through 7, whether you brought them in or not. When the 8th position is filled, you will earn 34,920 Naira as your final team bonus. And the system will give you a promotional bonus of 57,960 Naira, totaling 231,480 Naira as the elite. In Ghana cedis, you will earn 785 Ghana cedis, or 161 US dollars, immediately when you become the elite. You will also earn 157 Ghana cedis for each person that comes onto the board in positions 1 through 7. You will also earn 471 cedis when the 8th position is full, and a promotion bonus of 785 Ghana cedis, or 161 US dollars, when you're promoted to the next level. A total of 3,140 Ghana cedis, or 644 US dollars. But you see, even if you brought in 1 person, as in Delia just brought in 1 person. This is why we say at IMMERI, everyone wins. Because even if Delia brought in 1 person, Delia still earns. Delia earns 1,800 Naira for each position that comes into the board on position 1 through 8, whether she has brought them in or not. This can cycle, meaning that Delia could just bring in 1 person and sit there, do nothing else, and as other people fill the board over and over and over, and the board keeps breaking over and over up to 20 times, she will earn 288,000 Naira, or 40 US dollars per cycle. You see here, ladies and gentlemen, at IMMERI, everyone wins. And even in Ghana cedis, that's 23.6 Ghana cedis for each person that drops into the board in position 1 through 8. Again, this can cycle up to 20 times for a total of 3,768 Ghana cedis, or $40 per cycle, or $800 in total. And Oliver, you see, Oliver has brought in 2 or more. And because Oliver has brought in 2 or more, he earns 3,600 Naira for each person that comes onto the board, or $10 per person. Again, this can cycle up to 20 times, giving him up to 576,000 Naira. Or it could give him, in terms of Ghana cedis, 47.1 Ghana cedis, again, or $10, cycling up to 20 times for a total of 7,536 Ghana cedis, or $1,600. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as I shared, I'm going to now ask 2 people to unmute their mics and to just say how they feel right now. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I brought a gentleman called Austin Nnoli into IMMERI, a great friend of mine in Nigeria for many, many years. And when he said yes to IMMERI, he said, Mr. Louis, please just show me what to do. I said, Austin, all you have to do is focus to bring in your first 3 people. He said, okay, and he did that. He brought in his first 3. Then I said, teach your 3 how to bring in 3. Ladies and gentlemen, that led to an amazing lady, Mrs. Okolo, who did as she was told, and she brought in 3. The result, ladies and gentlemen, with Austin bringing in his 3, Mrs. Okolo bringing in her 3, they broke the board. And they both emerged as the elite associate in that elite position. So amazingly, that's all it takes. It's not about trying to recruit the world. You see, we know in this industry that the average person will only sponsor 2.4. But what we do is we coach, guide, and mentor people to use the system. And so first of all, I'm going to invite my great, great friend, Mr. Austin Nnoli. I just want to know how you're feeling, having become an elite associate this week. Austin, please unmute. Okay. All right, let me try unmuting you. All right, Austin, okay, you're unmuted.
Thanks, Brian.
Right, you're
Thank you
unmuted.
Very much, Brian.
Yes, we're hearing you now.
Okay.
Just tell our guests and our members how you're feeling right now as an elite associate.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. So I'll make it real quick. Good evening, everyone. Like Brian mentioned, we've been friends for about 8 years now. And when he first talked to me about IMMERI, I was a bit hesitant because in the past, I have actually tried, different companies, and the experience really wasn't palatable. But again, my experience in life has always been, if you want to take on any venture, especially when it comes to network marketing, 2 things I look out for. Number 1, who is the person inviting me? And then secondly, what is the product? As long as those 2 tick the right boxes for me, then I'm game. So again, like somebody said, you don't ask a plumber to give you medical advice. If you want advice on plumbing, you go to a plumber. So when I had the time to sit with Brian and he explained this very well to me, I saw the numbers, it was very clear. I believed in the product. And I said, Brian, I think I'm ready for this. Let's get going. And within a space of just 2 weeks, I'll tell you, I have only spent 2 weeks and maybe a few days of actually getting involved with talking to people, trying to walk through my network to see how I can build this. The result has really been amazing. So in less than 2 weeks, I got 3 people signed up. The 3 persons I got signed up, Mrs. Okolo, obviously one of them, also got 3 signed up. So for me, it shows a system that really works. And just on Thursday, when the announcement came out that I was promoted to elite, I quickly took a snapshot and I sent to the doubting Thomases. In fact, they are the ones calling me now to say, Austin, let's sit down and talk about this. So I'm really excited about this. And this is just the beginning. I think there's a very great future ahead of us in this wonderful family. Thanks again, Brian, and thanks, Mr. Latu, for your unrelenting efforts. You know, the calls, the text messages, and following up on me. I'm glad you didn't give up on me. So thanks. I'm really proud to be part of this family. And I'm looking forward to us achieving great things together. Thanks.
Wow, thank you so much, Austin. And I couldn't be more proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And you know, the amazing thing is people are saying now that Mr. Latuboy and I are the ultimate tag team. we know how to help people to achieve their goals and their dreams. Thank you so much, Austin. And again, congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to hear from Mrs. Francisca Okolo. This lady got started in IMMERI on Tuesday, made a decision to join us, and by Thursday, she had brought in her 3 and broke out as an elite associate by simply doing the system. Mrs. Okolo, please unmute. I'm going to unmute you now. Please just share with our guests and our members. Just tell us how you're feeling right now to be, to me, so far in my journey in IMMERI, the fastest elite associate.
Good evening, all. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be here. I already feel a part of this family. Like Austin said, I've been involved in direct marketing, and the experience has not been wonderful. But when Austin told me about this, because he's a young man I respect, I felt that there must be something in this, and he's a very prayerful person. I believe that for him to talk about this, there must be something in this. And so we talked about it, and I said, yes, I'll join. I also talked to a lot of my daughters. I have a lot of adopted daughters. I talked to my husband, I talked to my daughter. I explained the much I knew about it. And they said, Mom, this one is not like the other ones you've joined. This one seems more transparent, more straightforward, and more rewarding. Those 3 words, more transparent, more straightforward, more rewarding. I want to join. I was very surprised that my husband agreed to join. He doesn't even listen to such businesses. He's a businessman, so he doesn't listen to such. I was surprised when he said, I'm going to join. I thought he was joking. And he did. And my daughter did. And 2 other adopted daughters did. You know? And the 2 other adopted daughters, the way I marketed them was very funny, and I'm still going to surprise them. You know? So I'm so excited to be in this kind of business. I'm a retired banker, so I can look at figures and say, okay, yes, this is where it is. This is what it's supposed to be. And I'm running a business now. I think that this is a wonderful business. This is something I will retire on without looking back.
Oh, amazing.
You know, so I'm very happy to be part of this family. And I thank you, Brian. I've already given him a name. He's my encourager. And I have adopted Talatu as my daughter, my darling daughter, because she's so young, and yes, she's so patient. You don't find such patience in young people these days. She's so patient, and she has really encouraged me. I say thank you to you both. And I say thank you to my son and my brother, Austin, for bringing me to this business. Thank you all. God bless you all.
Wow, God bless you too, Mrs. Okolo. I couldn't be more proud of you as well. You know, I just love being in a team where we work together and we appreciate each other. I am beaming with joy, I'm beaming with excitement, and I'm beaming with pride right now for yourself, you know, Austin, and so many others that were able to do amazing things during the course of this week. Thank you so much for being on our call. So let's continue, ladies and gentlemen, for our guests and members that are on. So you see here at IMMERI, we have a success path. We have a plan to get you from where you are to where you want to be. If you make a decision that you want to get started at the classic pack, when you move toward the elite position and complete your board, break your board, you will earn 11,837 Naira. When you move across to the associate board or get started at agency, and you will be considered an associate. Move toward the elite position and you will earn 231,480 Naira when your board gets full. Then rank advance to executive. And as an elite executive, when your board gets full, you earn 2,318,400 Naira. And then as a manager, when you become an elite manager and as your board gets full, you will earn 23,184,000 Naira for a total of 25,733,818 Naira minimum and guaranteed by the rank of director. In Ghana cedis, that's 157 Ghana cedis at elite associate, at elite pre-associate, at elite associate. Breaking your board, you would have earned 3,140 Ghana cedis. Moving to the executive rank, then going up to the elite executive rank and breaking your board, you would earn 31,400 Ghana cedis. Then moving to the manager rank, moving to the elite manager position, breaking your board, you would earn 314,000 cedis for a total of 348,540 Ghana cedis. And in US dollars, at the elite pre-associate level, when you break your board, you would earn 39 US dollars. At an elite associate, when your board gets full, you would have earned 682 US dollars. As an elite executive, when your board gets full, as your board gets full, you would earn 6,826 US dollars. And as an elite manager, as you fill your board and break your board, you earn 68,265 US dollars for a minimum of 75,811 US dollars minimum. So for all of our guests, if 75,811 US dollars, as Ms. Queen Kamoda, our Vice President for Africa would say, if 75,811 US dollars is good enough for you, then IMMERI is the place to be. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, as both Austin and Mrs. Okolo have indicated, it's just the beginning. At the associate level, you would earn up to $721 minimum. Then onto the executive board, where you would earn $6,826, and then into the manager board. That's where the pool is the sweetest, at 68,264 US dollars. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the path here. So all you have to do, as you heard in our amazing example this week, just follow the instructions of your coaches, your mentors, the people that are guiding you. Get 3 associates to duplicate your efforts and your business will grow exponentially. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of duplication. And you heard the perfect execution on this week's Super Saturday. And so we have residual income. You see, your earning potential here is unlimited. You have the opportunity to build a business that achieves your financial goals. IMMERI gives us a 5% reorder bonus, including our reorder when we do a repurchase. And this goes down up to 10 levels deep. It means, ladies and gentlemen, let's say you were in your entire career, you built a team of 100 members. And those 100 people bought 1 box of vagine, as an example. That would give you a residual income of business of 51,000 naira per month. If it could grow from 1 to 100, it could grow to 500. That's 259,000 naira. What if it could grow to 2,000 members or even 10,000 members? Remember, we have millions and millions and millions of people to come in IMMERI just in Africa. So you can see here, ladies and gentlemen, you can build a strong residual business. In Ghana cedis, that can range from 754 Ghana cedis all the way up to 77,140, or in US dollars, $130 to $13,300. At IMMERI, we also have a car reward bonus. When you complete your boards and you get to the rank of director, you earn 5,796,000 naira towards your first car of your choice. And when you get to the rank of 3-star director, 11,592,000 naira for a second car of your choice. In Ghana cedis, that's 78,500 Ghana cedis at a car with 78,500 Ghana cedis at director. And at 3-star director, 157,000 Ghana cedis. So in US dollars, that's a car valued at 16,100 US dollars at director and 32,200 US dollars at 3-star director. We also have an amazing travel incentive. How many people would love to travel the world? How about cruise vacations? How about trips to Dubai, trips to Egypt, trips to Bali, trips to Singapore? You see, these things are possible through our IMMERI incentive, our IMMERI travel incentive. And at the rank of Diamond Ambassador, you have earned a spot at the top. IMMERI rewards your hard work and dedication to your business with the keys to your own penthouse in Malaysia, valued at 300,000 US dollars. Or you may take 150,000 US dollars in cold, hard cash. You see, here, your penthouse comes with your My Malaysia 10-year renewable multiple entries visa. And so we have here at IMMERI a compensation plan that's designed for everyone to win. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's turn the page. Now let's talk about business ownership. Why is it that we are saying that this is the ultimate business? As you just heard Mrs. Okolo, she just said that, you know, she is in business and she's seeing herself as being a part and owning this IMMERI business. It is just the beginning. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring on my amazing, amazing co-host. I say one of the reasons for my being involved here at IMMERI. So now I'm going to bring on our amazing and wonderful Mr. Latu Bwai. So Mr. Latu Bwai is a professional accountant. She's an accountant, by profession. You see, Ms. Bwai also has her own Talatu Bwai Foundation. She has actually been in state government for 9 years prior to getting involved in the direct selling industry. She has been considered a major leader in this industry for close to a decade. Ms. Bwai is also the vice chairperson of IMMERI's marketing committee for Nigeria, which comprises of leaders with the highest levels of integrity, transparency, and service. For me, ladies and gentlemen, her passion, her humility, her work ethic has produced one of the strongest and most productive teams, solidifying her as a leadership icon in our company. You see, in her wake, she has harmony in her teams because she leads with a heart of service. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I now turn the mic over to our amazing Mr. Latubwai. Ms. Bwai?
Thank you so much, sir. This is quite humbling. I really appreciate all, and I want to welcome all the people that join us later once more. Good to have you on the call. I'm sure you're appreciating your presence here. Now, let's talk about business ownership. The greatest part about the IMMERI opportunity is that it is not a job. You are now your own boss. You work at your pace. And there's nothing like being scared of losing your job or not having your salary. Somebody called me from Jos. He said, "Ma, for 8 months, we've not been paid. Please tell me about the IMMERI. I saw you guys celebrating success stories, and I've been wanting to ask since." Yes, he's having a job, but then he's not being paid. Next slide, sir. So at IMMERI, you can enjoy all the advantages that owning a business has to offer. IMMERI works. IMMERI works. It's working here in Africa. We have our one-star director on the call. It's working for me. It's working for the team members. You just had few testimonies. These are just recent testimonies. So all you need to do is to leverage on the opportunity. You can become an IMMERI associate and enjoy the unlimited potential your business has to offer. Timing and positioning. I like to use this illustration. The first time I heard it from Jamal, I was, wow. He said, more than likely, if you want to start a business of cement in Nigeria, you're going to have to work so hard to contend with the likes of Dangote. They have taken the market share. It's all about branding. If you want to buy a mattress today in Nigeria, you hear about Vitafoam. Soft drink, you hear about Coca-Cola. You want to use any form of blade, you hear about Razor. Why? These are branding because of the timing. Here at IMMERI, right now, we are at the formulation stage, where a lot of concentration is being put in place. When the product is now recognized and accepted, growth will now explode into massive momentum. But the testimonies about our products every day are so amazing. You hear people take Vitide and come up with testimonies that you never thought even you Vitide will do. You hear people use Virgin and say, I couldn't conceive for the past 12 years. When they mention, some people share testimonies, shedding tears because of how excited they are about the outcome and the effect of this product. And then after the momentum stage, because the momentum stage is where millionaires are being created. And then we get to the stability stage. And then we also have the breakthrough stage in business. That is when a lot of millionaires who started building the business at the beginning have been created. And the business has gotten to a level where those joining in will end up working more. Yes, while working for themselves, but the millionaires that have been created long time ago will enjoy more of the benefits and rewards. And companies that have existed for years, you can see that even if you join now, it's good, but then why not join where the concentration is being put in place so that you can fly with the momentum? This usually gets me so excited because I remember how I started the IMMERI journey. I left just for Port Harcourt to see the plan. Being an accountant, my interest was more on the money because I know anything good, we can sell it. So I got started right then after the seminar. And when I got back to Jos, I already had 2 people who have not seen the plan. That 1 week, I got about 7 people that got started. Some on agency, some on classic. I didn't have the slide. I didn't know anything, but I knew that I have seen something massive. I couldn't sleep for 2 weeks after seeing the IMMERI plan. Why? Because I saw something quite different from all that I have seen and been a part of. So ignorance on fire beats knowledge on ice. So I tell people, if you wait to understand everything, you may likely end up not joining, because the test of pudding is in the eating. Why IMMERI? Is it not the same with every other company? Why IMMERI? What's so unique about it that you guys want me to be a part of it? Number one, real-time bonus. You get paid instantly on anything you do in your IMMERI business. You don't have to wait for a week or a month to get paid. Team bonus, with one person you qualify. I saw somebody ask a question on the platform right now. With just one person that you refer on the associate level, you qualify to start enjoying team bonus. After sponsor bonus, you earn on other people's effort. People you met, not even people you introduced. And the first time I remember when Mr. Brian came to Nigeria, he arrived Abuja. I knew he was just getting to see the IMMERI plan. But when he described the compensation plan, he opened my eyes to something. He said, the IMMERI plan is designed with the ability to help the weak, where the activity of the strong will encourage the activity of the weak. So no monthly volume targets to maintain. You don't have to worry about the pressure that some companies put on you as a distributor. You must do this every month. I've been there. No flushing of points. I know the frustration when you work hard to build one leg and only for you to wake up and see that all those points have been flushed out. The weaker leg will now become like a stronger leg for you. No binary system. So you don't worry about leg balancing. No compulsory monthly authorship. Here at IMMERI, you can choose not to remove your cash to buy anything. Buying is optional, but guess what? We end up buying more because of the demand on the products. So when people say, you say we don't have to sell, what are we coming to do? You're not going to hug this product. Share the plan, share the value, and it will create market for itself. It's that easy. No monthly quotas to maintain a rank. Reverend Daniel Sekpe doesn't have to do anything to earn as a director. He's a director. John Mukoro doesn't have to do anything to earn as a director. But unlike other companies, you must work to maintain the director volume before you can earn as a director. If not, you earn on a rank lower based on what your activity for that period is. Immediate payment to your bank account. People share their testimonies. Some days, when you initiate a withdrawal from your back office, you earn that same day. Some days it takes 24 hours. You earn direct and you earn indirect. Direct means you're earning from the people you bring, you're earning from the people they bring, you're earning from people on the board globally. I know the feeling on the executive board when someone joined from Malaysia. I was like, I've never been to Malaysia. I don't even know who is this guy. But see me getting paid over 100,000 naira here in Nigeria. You know, that's the feeling. Yesterday, I was it day before yesterday, Mr. Colonus Yaw Habada called me all the way from Ghana. When I saw his call, I told my kids, I said, see how beautiful our business is. We did an activity, we are celebrating a manager in our team, but somebody in Ghana just earned 1.1 million naira. He's the one that just called me now. And they're like, what? So, mommy, when are you earning? I said, soon, I'm getting to that level. He said, so all this work you did for him? I said, I'm doing for myself. The system rewards us this way. Others will come and do the same for me when I get there. That's the beauty of IMMERI. You also enjoy true car reward system, travel incentive. The car reward here at IMMERI, you get 100% ownership. Travel reward incentive. The world is a beautiful place. If only you can travel, you will understand this. The house reward incentive. Imagine getting a penthouse maybe after 3 years, after 5 years. What if it takes up to 10 years? Ask those that have retired from service. And that was when I saw that it's good to have a job, but it's better to own your business, because if you have a big dream, you don't want to just stay in one place and somebody will determine your value. So I took a decision to have a business alongside while working. So I didn't just resign my appointment because I started business. I saw that the business was paying me far more, because on the third month on the business, I've earned 10 times more than my monthly income. So our products have FDA approval, NAFDAC approval, and they are FDA certified. Next slide, sir. So how do we get started? We have a small package. You can start on the pre-associate level with a classic package that costs 59,200 Naira or 161 US dollars. You start on the associate board, which is better, 295, 930 or $805. And when you start there, you're going to start with the agency package. You enjoy 30% lifetime discount on your subsequent purchase. Even if you're buying a box, you get it at 30% less. Wholesale packages start from tier 1, 2, 3, up to 4. Tier 1 starts with 739,825 Naira. That is 2013 US dollars. And you're going to enjoy rebate of 20%, and that gives you lifetime discount on 50% subsequent purchases. And then we have up to tier 4. Tier 4, you enjoy a rebate of 50% instantly on your purchase. So if for Ghana cedis, classic will cost you 785 Ghana cedis. The associate package is 3,925 Ghana cedis, and the wholesale tier 1, which is 9,813 Ghana cedis. Our support system here at IMMERI, we say you are in business for yourself, but not leverage on training materials. We have video materials that you can use for training. You can use to share the opportunity. Come network. So apart from that also, we have national conventions at IMMERI. We also have the system which is proven it has worked. An average between this and that. No, I'm coming into this board, I know how much I will earn. So that determines how fast and how soon I want to earn it. And of course, get started is as simple as 1, 2, 3. Why not get started today? Why not get started just right away? And don't miss out on the opportunity to position yourself in front of this massive shift of wealth. Something here is meant to create millionaires in Naira, in cedis, in dollars, in euros. Now we have success stories already. This man you're seeing here is right on this call. This is our first one-star director in the whole of Africa and Asia, Mr. Daniel Sekpe. I was in Ghana live January. He has earned over $100,000 as a day. I don't know how much it is now, but all I know is that he is in money. He earns daily now as a water director, and he has paid the car reward. Next slide. We have our own director again, Mr. Prince Eric Kujo, also from Ghana. I was there live. He has earned over $120 as at January when this car was being presented. He continuously in the business. And we have our very own Nigerian director, Dr. John Mukoro, soon to become a one-star director because there are some powerful ladies loading up fast to become directors. So that's the beauty of the system. He has earned over $75,000. So this is our president you saw earlier on the slides, Mr. Yap Wayen. These are the two cars that were presented in Ghana, and I can proudly say I was live on this red carpet, standing when these cars were being presented to them. Yours could be next. These are success stories of people that have earned and they were showcasing. I look forward to when they will showcase our own here in Nigeria. I'm sure to be on this stage with my check. And you too can be. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see these beautiful, fresh, rich, and sparkling faces. These are our guests on the call tonight. Hajara just broke out as a manager, and Mr. Fred is the chairman, IMMERI Marketing Committee Ghana, a lead manager. They will be sharing with us the success story and why they're excited about the IMMERI business opportunity. So stay with us as I hand over the call to my mentor, Mr. Brian Louis. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Latuboy. I apologize for my internet messing around a little bit, but we got it back on time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing your own story, your own testimony of building this IMMERI business, as always, with grace and excellence. Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my favorite time of Super Saturday. I love sharing IMMERI. I love the stories. I especially loved the stories of Mrs. Okolo and Austin, but I know that you're going to also love hearing from our two guest speakers. This first lady, I will bring the lady first. Ladies first, always. Mrs. Hajara El-Gado, an amazing, amazing lady with a beautiful story. You see her here, all flowing beautifully. I'm sure she will have an opportunity to share her own story with using the products here at IMMERI. But I remember hearing her for the first time on one of our team calls that we do on a Sunday. Every Sunday evening, we get together as a team and we share more about the products and we encourage each other. And so I'm so grateful that she has just hit the rank of manager, brand new manager, broke this week with so much activity taking place in our business. And you know, right now what I want to do is actually, I'll bring up Mr. Latuboy. Ms. Boy, I want you to do the honors to please bring up Mrs. Hajara El-Gado.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mrs. Hajara El-Gado is a sister of mine. She is from Jos Plateau State. She's a mother of 3. You see, she's young and beautiful. She's been so amazing. Working with her has been so interesting and very, very smooth. She's so down to earth, quiet, but a woman of action. And in her words, she said, in the absence of will, ability becomes redundant. And that's why we usually say, where there's a will, there's a way. So this night, you'll be hearing from this beautiful, sweet sister of mine. Thank you, sis. You can unmute your mic.
Thank you very much, my big sis and my awesome upline, Mr. Latu. It's a great pleasure sharing the floor with great mentors and leaders as we have here on the Zoom call this evening. I first and foremost want to congratulate every member of IMMERI, because this is by far, to me, the best company to be in at the moment. I will also want to advise us all that we shouldn't let anyone discourage us by saying IMMERI is a hard work system, okay? Because we have people that will meet people along the line who will want to discourage us from our dreams, okay? And I would also want to say you can never make it to the top easily, because you can never make it to the top with so much discouragement from people. If you keep your ears to a whole lot of discouragement, of course, you will definitely go to sleep and give up on your dreams. Well, IMMERI to me is not a hard system at all, because of the synergistic system we have in IMMERI. I believe, and I always tell people, it's all about smart work, consistency, focus, and being a good team player. With these qualities, you will definitely rise to the top. Using myself as an example, I actually joined IMMERI with the lowest package, which is the classic. I earlier saw someone asking, can you go from the classic to agency? And I want to say yes. I saw that question earlier pop up on the screen. You can, because I'm an example of such a testimony. I'm a testimony of such, because I started from the classic package, and exactly on the 23rd of May last year was when I joined IMMERI. So today makes, I think from the day I became the manager in IMMERI was on the 14th, would make it exactly 9 days to my being 1 year in IMMERI. Okay, so it's very possible for you to grow your business from the classic package up until whichever rank you decide you want to grow it to. Today, I'm a manager who started from the classic package. I saw at some point when I started, I was a bit discouraged. When I was on the classic package, I envied my upline, Mr. Lato, and so many others who were already on the associate board. I saw it like it was going to be a huge task getting there. Okay, but then again, to get there, and I was so determined. I was like, I will get to the next stage. And every step of the way, I had to encourage myself. Even when I got to the associate board, I felt stuck again at some point and almost got discouraged. But then I always remember what my friend and partner, Mr. Fred Ophili, will always say. He says, your why determines your height in all endeavors. And that gave me a boost to move on. At every point in the journey, I never lost focus. I kept on reminding myself of why I joined the company. I never lost focus. I kept on moving, okay? And, I found my strength again, picked and kept moving. I never, interestingly, when I got to the executive board, the journey became tougher again. So I had my first encounter with our mommy, Madam Eunice, the first manager in Nigeria. On one of our meetings, she said something that struck me. She said, if what is pursuing you allows you to sleep, well, that's you. But for me, what is pursuing me does not allow me sleep. So for me, that was something that struck me really hard. And I immediately had to encourage myself with that statement, because she's a mother, she's a grandmother, okay? And if she's saying this and she's looking at the dream, she's looking at her vision and not giving up, who am I? I'm just a child before her. I was like, okay, I need to pick up my pieces and move on as well. I can't just give up at this stage, And today I'm a manager with IMMERI. Exactly 9 days away, I became, from being a 1 year in the business, I became a manager in IMMERI. So in a nutshell, I would say your willingness is what will propel your ability to do something. And as I will always say to people around me, that in the absence of will, ability becomes redundant. Many have fallen along the line. Many have given up on their dreams. Many have given up on their reason for why they had to join IMMERI in the first place. But we always will remain relentless. We will always remain undeterred. So on this note, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to give the floor back to the host, Mr. Brian and Mr. Latu. And I hope someone has been encouraged by my success story. I just want to thank everyone on the call. And I say, let's all go diamond. So thank you very much.
I think everybody is pronouncing it diamond now. We call that duplication.
Yeah.
This is Hajara El-Gado. I'm so proud of you. You know, your story is amazing, Mr. Latubai. You know, as she always does, she would fill in the blanks to me of the personalities, the people that are around her in IMMERI. And you know, one of the most beautiful things that are about to unfold is duplication. You know, I heard you when you said that you were stuck, and people have gotten stuck in IMMERI because they forgot about the foundation of our business. Our foundation is for duplication, for people to do the same thing that others have done. So my prayer is that someone is on this call as a guest, thinking to make their decision to get started even at the classic pack and duplicating your story in one day becoming a manager. I have two quick questions for you before you go. I want to ask you, why did you get started at IMMERI? What is it that you saw when you saw the presentation for the very first time? Why did you make that decision? What made you say yes?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Brad. Well, when I saw the presentation, first and foremost, you know, I was marveled at the personalities we have that are backing the company. I saw coordination, I saw orderliness, I saw a corporate company. I saw something that was very unique. It's different. It was different from other companies we had seen. This company is very, very organized. And then I looked at the compensation plan again. It was awesome. It's highly rewarding if you put your mind to it and do what is expected of you. The duplication process is key in IMMERI. And I also noticed that from the compensation plan, it's really not about who came in first. It's not about, oh, you're the upline, so I'm here working and you're moving. Right. No. A downline or someone who you recruited into the company can actually overtake you. And that was striking to me. I was like, okay, you know, a whole lot of people got discouraged about multi-level marketing, saying, oh, we just come and then we're working for those at the top. But then in IMMERI, it's not so. Someone who you recruit maybe a month after you had come into the system could actually come and overtake you. Yes. That was also a striking thing for me. And then they had products that I think, in fact, wonderful products that I know everybody needs, or products that is making people happy, making families happy, restoring happiness to the family. That is also another key point. And then the synergistic board system where you can earn from people all over the world, irrespective of the fact that they are not in your team, is also something. You're not just working alone and your team members, you're working with other people from other countries. So these are things that actually struck me about the company IMMERI, and I told myself, okay, I need to give this a try and put in my best.
Awesome.
To the top.
Awesome, amazing. One final question. So far in your IMMERI journey, what is your number one moment, your number one memory, the memory that you will hold so far in your journey? You have many, many more to come. But tell me, what is your number one memory so far in IMMERI?
Oh, well, my number one memory, I think, is the day I was announced a manager. It was more like a dream come true, because it was almost It was almost from the very start. It looked like an impossible dream, I must say. But then on that very day I was announced, it was like I was like, wow, finally we're here, and there's no giving up. There was just this joy I felt and fulfillment I felt. I have never felt such a fulfillment in any company that I have joined in recent times. But with IMMERI, I have found fulfillment, I have found peace, I have found joy, and I'm really, really excited. And I'm looking forward to go diamond.
Yes.
There's no stopping me at all. We must go to the top.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mrs. El-Gado. Please stay with us. Please stay with us to the end. I have one question for you at the very end. But right now, we're going to go to our next guest speaker. We're going to go to this gentleman. This gentleman did an amazing, amazing, amazing training today. So for our guests, every Saturday we have leadership training. And our company invests heavily in our leadership. And just this morning, I got to tell you, he did an amazing, amazing presentation on attitude. And there was so many takeaways. Even you would have heard Mrs. El-Gado saying things that were touched on this morning, like attitude is a choice. She spoke about that. And that was one of the things that he had said earlier today. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to bring to the floor Mr. Frederick Yaw Mensah, my great, great friend from Ghana, elite manager. Mr. Mensah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Awesome.
I was just enjoying Hajar's message. Very, very powerful message. And keep going. Let's go diamond.
Very powerful. I want to thank you. Thank you for the chocolates. You know, when I came to Ghana, you know, I was saying until this morning, I spent time with you. I spent time with Mr. Daniel Sekpe. I spent time with Mr. Prince Eric Kujo and so many others in Ghana. And you all made me feel so welcome into the family in IMMERI. And I enjoyed the chocolates many, many weeks after when you gave them to me. But welcome, welcome to our Super Saturday. I want you to please just share whatever is on your heart right now to our guests and our members. And then I'm going to ask you two really quick questions.
Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Brian Lewis. And I'm always excited just to be on course like this because we are on a mission of making ourselves happy and also making others more happy. But the most important thing is that this is a great family. And sometimes I don't want to even use the word team because we are a family and we are doing things together irrespective of where the person is and how the person came on board. As long as the person bears IMMERI, then it means the person is part of our family. And this business has been so interesting, at least from the time I started through my upline, Mr. Chidi Chole, who introduced me to the business, and he was like, "Senior, you have to see this." Initially, I was trying to pull some strings, but I came on board. And since then, the first day I saw the opportunity, I never ceased going to the IMMERI office from that day.
Wow.
And I've been there up to date. Even today, I was at the IMMERI office. I left there around 3 p.m. Ghana time. And it's been very awesome. Apart from that, what makes it so interesting is the joy that you see and how people are succeeding in their business. And today has been one of my exciting days that I'm so excited because this is a gentleman I started this business with. And he told me that, "Fred, you don't know me, but you know me." And this gentleman is even in a country where IMMERI is not yet there. But today, guess what? He became an elite executive. An elite executive, and he broke a board. And all his team members that he started with, the 3 people he started with, also the executive position, and they also split. And it was so interesting. And when I looked at it, the guy was just clapping when I called him. What do we do here? We just help people to look happy, look more healthy, and enjoy. But I'm telling you, as long as and keep moving, serving others, and making sure that others' interests are also your interests, you will succeed. And as she's mentioned, sometimes you might feel that you are stuck. You are not stuck, but it is a time for you to just challenge yourself. Sometimes you will be on a board and you might think that you are alone. And that is where I always remember Reverend Sekwe. He said that is the time for you to prove to everybody that you can do it. Challenge yourself. Be on that board, take that responsibility, and break it. And my upline will tell you that break that damn board. Until you break it, because your responsibility on every board is to become the elite. In IMMERI, for the board strategies is just be the elite. When you go on every board, take the elite position. That is it. The people on it also are interested in taking the elite position. And it's been fun. It's been very fun because you enjoy from other people's effort, and it's so interesting. Because today we produce a manager in Ghana through the effort of some few friends. People enjoyed in Nigeria, people enjoyed in Ghana, and others even enjoyed in Egypt and China. So but if you're on this call, I know, even if you're on this call and guys sees rainwater, and making a leverage income is very, very powerful. Don't just close your mind. It is not like those things, as Mr. Latu mentioned, and this is a very great friend. Take the elite, take the decision. And when we saw it, we believed and we began. We didn't even have product. We didn't even know how the vagina smells. We didn't even know how betai tastes. We didn't even know how Adwa looks like, except the box, but we had not even touched it. But we believe, and 12 distributors in. Why? Because of what? Few people starting it. And wait until it becomes hot. We have 30 million distributors in Africa, 50 million distributors, 20 million distributors. How many of them will say, oh, will be out of your team? Because you must create a very huge family so that when you are not there, people remember you. And that is the success of significance. And I'm so happy that I'm on this call. Let you be happy, be excited that you decided to partner with us. This is what you have, and here without, or you are not here as a mistake or a coincidence. God has this day for you to come this. Even if you have not registered, today is your first time. It is designed for you to be on this call. See it, because a lot of people were invited. Why you? Take the opportunity and let's run.
Wow, thank you.
And remember,
so much.
As you leave the boss, you still go on the board, because the business is on the board. If you are not on the board, the business becomes boring. But be on the board anytime. And this is the only business I have seen that even as you are leaving, you can still come on the board again, register yourself again, and run. No selfishness, just helping people. And placement is allowed. A lot of things. Just sign up, ask for questions. Let us teach you. Connect with leaders one-on-one. For sometimes you don't even need a person outside this platform. Connect to them, and you will just go, because you must break. You must take the product. You must use. As I was listening to you, I just finished taking my Adwal because I had finished my food for the day and I had to just break them down before I can have a good sleep. So this is an opportunity. Use the product. You always look healthy, you look fresh, and you are always smiling, and people don't understand. Why? We are locked down or no lockdown, IMMERI must still pay their bills. And how can IMMERI pay their bills? IMMERI can only pay their bills when you are supporting others to also succeed and sharing the products with loved ones. Thank you, Brian.
Awesome.
And thank you, Mr. Latu.
Awesome. We're so grateful for you accepting the invitation to be on our Super Saturday call. You know, there are so many things that, as I said, you shared this morning. One of the many things that you shared is, you know, you said as a leader, you must choose to serve. And you have to choose to serve being grateful. And I am certainly grateful for the leadership that we have here, you know, our amazing board of directors and our own Vice President for Africa, Ms. Queen Kamoda. I want to ask you two questions, as I said. The first question was, I know that you had seen the presentation at a time when it was very, very, very new in Ghana. And I believe it was Ms. Queen Kamoda that shared it with you. What is it that you saw? What did you see? What is it under the circumstances of the presentation did you see in IMMERI that made you say yes at the time?
Okay, that's a very good question and very interesting. I remember when I entered the IMMERI office with my upline, Chidi, Aris did the product and Ms. Queen Kamoda came in and she decided to do the business support presentation. After that, I asked her 5 questions. The first thing was, how will you pay Africans who come on this board? Because the good thing about this business is that when you start, you are investing people. Remember that it is an integrity thing and it's a trust thing. You are introducing people to a business and your main aim is to ensure that those people are succeeding. But if you are just going because you just want to get people on board and leave, then that's not it. But I asked them, Ms. Queen, how will Africans and Ghanaians who start this business make money? Then he said, Fred, let's look at this strategy. Then we look at the board again. The down has 8, the top has 7. When 2 people place 3, technically they are taking their position. So just tell everybody to bring 3. Yes. And as you keep on bringing 3 each or 4 each, you are going. But what made me so surprising was when I asked them, do you always, or do we have to be doing something in an industry called auto-ship? Every month, whether you have bought product or no product, you have to, whether you need a product or not, you have to buy product. And it's something that sometimes is sickening because sometimes distributors might have products that they need to use or they but company is insisting that they still need to buy products. Once you did not buy maybe a box or 2 bottles of products, all the activity for the month is useless. I said, I will never introduce anybody to a business and waste their giving me the CEO, the group CEO, that's Mr. Lau. A lot of people. And the last one that I also asked was, what if, listen carefully here. I said, what if I bring in 1 person? Will I make money? And this is over 120 units. That is the executive $10 over about 80 people. So you realize that even if you bring 1 person, the company is recognizing you that you have worked. But why do you have to bring 1 if you can bring 4? If you can bring a whole state, a whole country, bring I still enjoy this business. When you call me day or night, even I'm done, I'll pick my call just to answer your question. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Yes, you have. And one final question for our guests. What would you say to our guests right now that are making their decision to get started at IMMERI? We have many guests that have been invited to come and take a look at our Super Saturday. They are on here. And what would you say to the guests that are here in attendance today?
Okay. Yes. All that I want to share with everybody, especially those who are on this call for the first time listening to IMMERI Business, let me tell you, my name is Frederick Yaw Mensah. I have been in the banking industry for no less than 17 years. I rose to the level of a general manager, not even a branch manager or an area manager, a general manager. The next 2 positions left was just the DMD and the MD of the bank. But what I want you to understand is that network marketing is a profession. Initially, we didn't know, but now we know. And if you are here, this is the only profession that you determine how much you want to make. And you determine how much effort you also want to put in. But remember that the effort that you put in will determine what? Your result. And if you want to make it, you have to put in more. If you want to do it anyhow, you make it anyhow. But when you see it as a business, you see it differently. But I always tell people that see it as your job. Because those who have jobs, they always get up early in the morning and they are going. But from the start, take that momentum as a job and build it very well. And after that, you can see it as your business. Because if you start and you start well, you can rise very well. But for you to rise, you must be interested in the people that you have brought on board. Some might not even be interested because they think that they have it. Don't worry. You are a leader and you need to lead. Get more people and lead them. But your main focus is that you need to bring happiness, one, to yourself and other people. If you are here and you are seeing this business, all these figures that they have mentioned, at least I have my senior partner on this call, but at least up to the elite manager level, I have made all and I'm still making. But the most important thing is that you need to believe and begin. If you don't have the agency, start with the classic. 59,200 naira or 785 Ghana cedis or $161. Start. The most important thing is start. And I like Hajara saying that she started with the classic. And I have seen a lot of people who started with the classic. But if you don't have the money, start with the classic. Sometimes you have the money, but you are scared. You are not too sure of what you want to do, but you must start. All that you need to do is that believe that you are going to succeed. Start. But have the money. I always tell people my best start or my best package is the agency. And if you go with the agency, as Hajara was saying, she was envying them. Not that she was envying them in a bad way, but she was just admiring the way they were making money, because on the first level, they are enjoying 30% repurchase discount. And she was not getting as a classic man. How will you make it? She was committed and determined to succeed. And the only thing that will prevent you on this call from being successful is you.
Absolutely.
Take the decision and ask or learn how to do it. Be coachable.
Wow, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Frederick Yaw Mensah, my great, great friend from Ghana. As you say it, you need to believe and begin. One dream, one vision, one team, one mission. Thank you so much for being a part of our Super Saturday here today.
The most important thing,
very, very much. Very, very, very much. And so I now go back to our brand new manager, Mrs. Hajara El-Gado. Please share one statement, one comment that you would have for our guests as we shut down our call. What would you say to our guests right now? Please unmute your mic. Mrs. Hajara El-Gado, are you there still? I'm seeing you. Let me try unmuting you.
And thank you all our guests for being on the call. Before Mr. Brian will sort out his internet issues, we have our one-star director in the, on the call. I'll call him to share just 2 minutes before Mr. Brian gets back. Thank you. Reverend Dan, can you unmute yourself?
Rev.
Yes, Mr. Daniel Sekpe, you are unmuted. I'm back.
Welcome back, sir.
Okay, Reverend Daniel Sekpe, you are unmuted. Okay, I think he's not hearing us, Mr. Latubwai.
Carry on, sir.
All right. I'm sorry about that. I definitely need to sort out my internet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Our Super Saturday. Thank you so much to our guests. So much, of course, to Mr. Austin Nnoli, Mrs. Okolo. We had Mrs. Hajara El-Gado, and of course, Mr. Frederick Yaw Mensah, who came on to give their own testimonies. You heard it from their heart about their journey here at IMMERI. So if it can happen for us, ladies and gentlemen, it can happen for you. As we now expand into other territories and see my great friend, Mr. Wiseman, he's there from South Africa on the call. I'm seeing him, seeing so many other guests and members. Mr. Latubwai, please come on and recognize some other members and invite everyone to our next call.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to specially recognize our one-star director, Reverend Daniel Sekpe, my own upline. I call her the mama with the dollars, Madam Eunice Akalegberi. We also have our director. I saw his comment, Prince Eric Kujo from Ghana. And we have powerful leaders like Mr. Fred, the chairman, who you just had on the call. We have Mr. Foster Yao on the call, the next elite manager, Lordin from Ghana. We also have special people like Wiseman from South Africa and his friends on the call. We have all celebrants for the week, Hajara, Austin, Franca, Aisha, Indolawal, the rest. We also have powerful people on the call tonight. Mr. Akin Barreto, the prof of IMMERI, and his beautiful wife on the call. We have our own Mrs. Alicia, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago on the call. We also have Cornelius Yao, somebody who made 1.1 million naira 2 days ago on my team, and he's about to make more. We have our own Dr. Felix Akubenyi, member of the marketing committee in Nigeria. We have Fred Poku Akubia. We have our Kitan Adeshina, Miss Grace Boy, and my powerful sister and manager, Mrs. And we have another beautiful manager on the call, Priska Ozioma, the princess of MLM. We have our brother Rav Johnson from Trinidad and Tobago. We have our super James Godswill, and we have an elite manager, Chidi Choli, on the call. We have our silent leader and Mr. Williams Dogo, and we have our own Yusuf Ukasha from Egypt, though a Ghanaian. He is my friend and brother. And we have our elite manager, Nura Samaila, on the call. We have a leader, a guest, about to become a distributor, Mrs. Abby from 40 and Flourishing. We also have my sister, Caroline Martin, who just sent her money for registration, and she is on the call. Thank you, sis, and thank you for believing in me. We have Engineer Sadiq Machika, our executive from Kasina. We have Mrs. Fred, the wife of our chairman, Ghana Marketing Committee, on the call. We also have Juliet on the call. We have many others whose name I cannot mention. Oh, thank you very much. I love you, and do have a wonderful evening. We meet here every Tuesday, 7 p.m., Thursday, 7 p.m., and then for the week, we run up with our Super Saturday. this is just one of those beautiful experiences we've had her, and we look forward to a better encounter with you. Thank you very much. And please get back to the person that invited you and say yes to IMMERI. Let's build this money and make the dreams come true. Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Latubwai, my amazing, amazing, amazing co-host. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we always say in IMMERI, we stay happy and we stay simple. And so please get back to the person that invited you to this call and say yes. Set yourself up for freedom. Freedom in your finances and freedom to spend time with your loved ones. And so as I always say, the future belongs.
Megan is on our call. I forgot to appreciate her, my best IMMERI staff, a very powerful and loving sister. Thank you for being on the call. Megan, we love you.
Awesome. As you can tell, for all of our guests, we have a lot of fun here at IMMERI. So welcome, welcome to the IMMERI team and family. So as I always say, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And so we encourage you to keep on dreaming and keep on believing, because the best is absolutely yet to be. So look forward to our presentations again all during the week. Our corporate with past presentations taking place. We assemble as a team on a Tuesday and a Thursday and on Super Saturday, as Mr. Latubwai said. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we bring our call to a close. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Again, most thank you to all of our guest speakers. And so, ladies and gentlemen, have an amazing, amazing, amazing week ahead. Next week, to give you a little heads up, we're going to have our Vice President for Africa, Miss Queen Kamoda. She's actually going to be here with us next week, Saturday. So look forward to an awesome, awesome Super Saturday next week. Good night, everyone. Have an amazing weekend and have an incredible week ahead. Good night.
Good night. Thank you very much.
Good night.